rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache, or depression, or the worst suicidal patterns, or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness.
Nithyanandam, welcome back. Now we'll be going through a Devi Parashakthi Akashic reading where Devi will be revealing the current state of the world. The following reading is from 12th May 2021. We'll be going through the English translation of this reading from 12th May 2021. World cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conspiracies done by some ignorant thieves who got stuck in Maya. Srishti should not have loss. Cosmos should not have destruction. To save the cosmos from Pralaya, I made a huge ship. Its name is Adi Kailasa. Adi Kailasa is the ship that will gather all enlightened powers of this cosmos and save the people from the Pralaya. Through the tricks of traitors, rule of the enemies, without any other way out, time came for the sailor itself to leave. That is why the sky is boiling and moving towards huge destruction. People, even if children do mistakes in ignorance, by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashodashi, Manonmani. My responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction, I am telling some of the truths. Listen properly. Within next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, lives will be lost in crores. Crores of lives will be lost in India. I am telling you the truth. I am telling you the good. Search for protection for your life. Now, let us look at the current state of the world as revealed by Devi Parashakti. The following news is from IndiaTVNews.com from 2nd June 2022. A top official at the World Health Organization said the UN Health Agency assumes the coronavirus outbreak in North Korea is getting worse, not better. Despite the secretive country's recent claims that COVID-19 is slowing there. At a briefing on Wednesday, June 1st, WHO's Emergencies Chief Dr. Mike Ryan appealed to North Korean authorities for more information about the COVID-19 outbreak there, saying, "We have real issues in getting access to the raw data and to the actual situation on the ground." He said, WHO has not received any privileged information about the epidemic, unlike in typical outbreaks, when countries may share more sensitive data with the organization so it can evaluate the public health risks for the global community. The following news is from WHO.international. COVID-19 pandemic has been a key factor to slowing progress towards universal energy access. Globally, 733 million people still have no access to electricity, and 2.4 billion people still cook using fuels detrimental to their health and the environment. At the current rate of progress, 670 million people will remain without electricity by 2030, 10 million more than projected last year. The following news is from financialexpress.com, dated 31st May 2022. In terms of daily case count, India on Tuesday saw a marginal dip as the 2,338 COVID-19 infections were registered in the last 24 hours. In terms of daily corona fatalities, the country witnessed 19 deaths in the span of one day. While overall national tally remains well below 3,000 mark, there has been a surge in certain areas, both Maharashtra and Kerala, which have been the COVID epicenters in both the first and second wave. The cases are creeping up steadily. In fact, Aslam Sheikh, Mumbai City Guardian Minister, has also issued a warning and said if the graph of the coronavirus cases keeps the upward trend, the state government may have to reintroduce COVID curbs. For the 5 consecutive days, Mumbai has been reporting over 300 COVID-19 cases. Meanwhile, the results are out for the 3 samples of the suspected monkeypox infection. The lab at the National Institute of Virology says that all 3 samples have tested negative, and so far, India remains monkeypox free. The WHO says that as many as 23 nations around the globe have reported this virus. The following news is from Guardian.com. A spike of COVID-19 cases and deaths in Portugal, driven by Omicron BA.5 subvariant in spite of warm temperatures, is causing capitals across Europe to once again consider measures against a pandemic that has started to fade into public memory. Portugal confirmed 26,848 new cases and recorded 47 COVID deaths on Wednesday, the highest daily death toll since 17 February, when 51 deaths from the disease were reported. The trend contrasts with the pandemic situation in France, Germany, the United Kingdom, and neighboring Spain, where case rates have been declining for the last 2 months. According to figures from the Portuguese Health Ministry, 1,455 people died from COVID as the country entered its sixth wave of the pandemic in April and May. The latest report from the Health Ministry and the Ricardo George Institute noted that mortality from all causes is above the expected value for the time of the year, adding there had been an increase in specific mortality from COVID-19. The following news is from ommcomnews.com, dated 3rd June 2022. An estimated 2 million people in Britain have lingering COVID-19 symptoms more than 4 weeks after their initial coronavirus infection, a latest survey showed. Based on the Office for National Statistics (ONS) survey of people living in private households in Britain, an estimated 3% of the population were experiencing long COVID symptoms as of 1st May. This is 200,000 more people than the ONS's previous estimated prevalence of 1.8 million as of April 3rd. Of the estimated 2 million people with self-reported long COVID, 442,000, which is 22%, first had or suspected they had COVID-19 less than 12 weeks previously. 1.4 million people, 72%, at least 12 weeks prior to their ongoing symptoms. 826,000, 42%, at least 1 year previously, and 376,000, 19%, at least 2 years previously. We have seen cases of long COVID due to Omicron BA.2 variant be at least as high as previous variants, despite not causing the same hospitalization rate, said David Strain, clinical senior lecturer and honorary consultant of the University of Exeter Medical School. Strain said the most concerning figure in the survey, however, is the 376,000 people who have had the disease for more than 2 years, noting this is only looking at the first 4 months of COVID infections in Britain. This number will inevitably climb as all those who caught COVID in the second, third, and fourth waves experience continued symptoms, he added. The following news is from Times of India. India has reported a total of 2,259 fresh coronavirus cases across the country on Friday and 20 deaths, taking the overall death toll to 5,24,323. The following news is from news18.com. COVID-19 continues to ravage China and North Korea. For several reasons, but primarily because of Omicron's virulent nature, COVID-19 cases continue to soar in China and North Korea. North Korea's health authorities have said they have observed a downward trend, but Pyongyang observers have dismissed North Korea's COVID stats, claiming that they are essentially nonsense. The United States reported at least 108,000 coronavirus cases every day for the past week and also reported a rise in hospitalization. The New York Times said in a report that hospitalizations were up by 30% to roughly 24,700 per day. The following news is from NewYorkTimes.com. Another form of the Omicron subvariant BA.2 has become the dominant version among the new US coronavirus cases, according to federal estimates on Tuesday, a development that experts had forecast over the last few weeks. There is no indication yet that the new subvariant known as BA.2.12.1 causes more severe disease than earlier forms did. BA.2.12.1 made up about 58% of all new US cases, according to estimates by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention for the week ending May 21st. The following news is from cbc.canada. Unexplained severe acute hepatitis cases among children continue to emerge in Canada and around the world. And while health officials desperately search for a cause of the mysterious illness, researchers are pointing to a possible link to COVID-19. The World Health Organization said Tuesday there are now at least 348 probable cases of severe acute hepatitis or inflammation of the liver in children under investigation worldwide, which aren't caused by the usual hepatitis viruses or any other clear source. In Canada, more than a dozen possible cases have been reported across multiple provinces since the Public Health Agency of Canada, PHAC, confirmed earlier this month that some cases of the severe liver disease were under investigation. While an early line of investigation from the United Kingdom, health officials emphasized possible link to adenovirus, a family of viruses typically known for causing mild cold or flu-like illnesses, global teams are also zeroing in on potential impacts from SARS-CoV-2, the virus behind COVID-19. The following news is from ndtv.com. The number of people who have died from COVID-19 in Europe, the long-time epicenter of the pandemic, has passed 2 million, the World Health Organization said Thursday. A devastating milestone has passed, as reported confirmed. COVID-19 deaths from countries in the WHO European region have exceeded more than 2 million people, the UN Health Agency said in a statement. The WHO's European region comprises 53 countries and regions, including several in Central Asia. According to the health body, 2 million people have died from COVID out of the 218 million registered cases in the region. The United States, the world's worst affected country, has lost more than 1 million people. Meanwhile, after the resurgence, in the first 2 weeks of March, the number of infections is falling in Europe. The number of new cases and deaths have declined by 26% and 24% in the last 7 days. More than 2 years after the first restrictions, most European countries have eased their restrictions intended to curb the spread of the novel coronavirus. The following news is from InShots.com. A WHO report has estimated that there were 47 lakh COVID-19 deaths in India from January 2020 till December 2021 end, which is nearly 10 times the official figures. India rejected the estimate by calling data collection methodology questionable and said, despite India's objection to the process, methodology, and outcome of this modeling exercise, WHO released the excess mortality estimates. The following news is from BBC.com. Catching COVID may cause changes to the brain, a study suggests. Scientists found significant differences in the magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) scans before and after infection. Even after mild infection, the overall size of the brain had shrunk slightly, with less gray matter in the parts related to smell and memory. The researchers do not know whether the changes are permanent, but stress the brain could heal. The study is published in the journal Nature. Lead author Professor Gwanel Daud from the Wellcome Center for Integrative Neuroimaging at the University of Oxford said, "We are looking at essentially mild infection, so to see that we could really see some differences in their brain and how much their brain had changed compared with those who had not been infected was quite a surprise." The UK Biobank project has followed the health of 500,000 people for about 15 years and has a database of scans recorded before the pandemic, so provided a unique opportunity to study the long-term health impacts of the virus. The following news is from voanews.com. A new study says 1 in 10 Australian healthcare workers has had thoughts of suicide or self-harm during the pandemic. Healthcare workers in Somalia suffer from high rates of anxiety, depression, and stress because of their work with COVID-19 cases. Initial findings recorded a high prevalence of anxiety in the workforce at 69%, 46% for depression, and 15% for stress. Now let us watch this Devi Parashakthi Akashic reading, where she reveals 8 ways to protect yourself from coronavirus pandemic. Now let us watch this Akashic reading.
Parashodasi Meenakshi, Parameshwari Meenakshi, Parashakthi Meenakshi, இங்கு எழுந்து அருளினோம் எல்லோர்க்கும் ஞானமும் தன்மையும் தந்திட நன்மையெல்லாம் அளித்திட நாமே வந்தோம் இங்கு கைலாசத்தின் சுவாமினியாய் பரமசிவன் கிரகத்திருந்து நம் அனுக்கிரகத்தினால் நித்யானந்தன் விக்கிரகமாய் மலர்ந்தோம். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நல்லதை செய்திட, நன்மையை சொல்லிட, தர்மார்த்த காம மோக்ஷம் எனும் புருஷார்த்தங்கள் நாளும் பொங்கி மலர்ந்திட வந்தேன் இங்கு. மாந்தர்கள் கொடுந்தொற்று கொரோனா கண்டு அஞ்ச வேண்டாம். 8 வழியின் மூலமாகவும் எண்ணத்தில் தியானித்து என்னை பிரார்த்தித்தல் 1, சமூக வலைதளங்கள் மூலமாய் என்னை சரணடைதல் 2, எங்கெல்லாம் என் மகமாரி வடிவத்தில் நான் குடிகொண்டிருக்கின்றேனோ அங்கெல்லாம் பூமிதித்து என்னை வழிபடுவது 3, நெஞ்சில் மஞ்சள் தடவி வேப்பம் சாரருந்தி தினந்தோறும் என்னை தியானிப்பது 4, நிர்விகல்ப நிலையிருந்து நித்யானந்தத்தை நிறைத்து உயிர்வது 5, சிவ 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 எனும் பிரபஞ்ச பெரும் நாதத்தை அஜபா ஜபமாய் நிகழ்த்தல் 6, நிறைவான பூரண மனத்தோடு வாழைப்பழத்தோலும் வெங்காயமும் குதிகாலில் வைத்து பத்திட்டு நித்திரையில் அடங்குவது 7, பூரணமாய் பரிபூரணமாய் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் அருந்த உணர்வு ஸ்மரணையில் அகம் அகம் என ஸ்புரிக்கும் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் ஆனந்த ஸ்புரணத்தில் இருப்பது 8 எனும் 8 முறையிலும் என எண்ணியோர் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் இல்லை கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் தாக்கமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் பயமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் மயக்கமும் வாழ்வீர்கள் வளத்தொடு நல் ஞானம் யோகத்தொடு நாமே நிம்மோடு நானே நீயாய் நீயே நானாய் நல்வாழ்வு வாழ்வீர்கள். 8இல் 1 செய்தாலும் கொரோனா உங்களை எட்டவிடாது காப்பு.
Now we'll be going to the translation of Devi Parashakthi Akashic reading, which we just heard. Oh humans, don't be scared of the deadly infection corona through these 8 ways. First, praying and meditating on me. Second, surrendering to me through social media. Third, wherever I am residing, worshipping me by doing fire walking. Fourth, applying turmeric in chest, drinking neem juice and meditating on me every day. Fifth, being in unclutched state, filling with eternal bliss. Sixth, doing ajapa japa of the cosmic sound Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Seventh, with complete mind, applying banana peel and onion in heels and going to sleep. Eighth, being in the state beyond any remembrance or forgetting in the Arunachala Spurna that blossoms as Aham, Aham in the state of Ananda Spurna. With this, we come to the end of this segment of the pre-satsang hosting. We'll be back very shortly. Please stay with us. Thank you, Nithyananda.
I'm your Guru. I will make It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but Your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache, or depression, or the worst suicidal patterns, or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashivoham, I won't rest. Don't worry at all.
Welcome back to the pre-satsang hosting. Now we'll be looking at the Facebook post of our beloved Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. We'll be going through the 19th July presidential address transcripts. Paramashiva's message directly from Mahakailasa. Practice Samadhi, enrich the world with Samadhi. Whether the individual problems you're facing, your personal health related issues, or the whole world related issues, or whether you're facing your personal economic problems or the world health crisis, your personal relationship issues or the relationship between countries, for everything, practicing Samadhi is the most powerful solution. When you practice Samadhi, everything is in your control. Everything in your control becomes conscious, powerful, right, and best for you and for the world. I will give you an example. If you start practicing Samadhi, your health will become best and all the people who are under you. For example, if you are heading a family, all the people who are under you, you will make sure they are all healthy. If you practice Samadhi, you will keep your relationship with you best and everyone around you and under you, their relationships best. If you practice Samadhi, you will keep yourself highly conscious. Unconscious blind spots responsible for almost all the problems in our life will be eliminated. If the decision makers of the world start practicing Samadhi, not only their people will be peaceful, world will become peaceful. I am not selling dreams of utopia. I am giving you the plan for utopia. Elaborately, I have spoken about how to practice Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching. All the videos I am putting on a link. If you go to this link, you will get 50 videos in various languages. Practice just 21 minutes a day. That is enough. I'm not asking you more than that. In Buddhism, there is a practice. When you fall sick, use the time for practicing spirituality. Let me tell you openly, the global human population is more than 7 billion. United Nations has already announced we are going to become 8 billion by coming November. Actually, we human beings, as a modern society, we have already reached a level where we can provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care for all 8 billion people. We have already reached that state, technology, infrastructure, everything for fulfillment in basic needs to share with all 8 billion people. But unfortunately, our decision makers have not reached that conscious level that we should provide basic needs for all 8 million people. Really, we lack only in consciousness, nothing else. The survival need for the 8 billion population on planet Earth is not food. We have reached the technology and methodology to provide food, housing for all 8 billion people. One side, homes foreclosure and homes are just log without people. Other side, millions homeless. One side, tons of food getting wasted and destroyed to maintain the price. Other side, millions dying without food. Actually, humanity has reached a level we have evolved enough tech to provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all the fundamental basic needs for all 8 billion people. Millions of tons clothes used only once is dumped into ocean because people don't know what to do with it. In many grown, evolved, rich, developed countries, millions of tons of clothes used only once is being dumped into ocean. I have decided Kailasa is going to pick up a project, Ishanya. If you see, Paramashiva's whole life is recycling. First, see where he lives. In Shamshana, the land everyone has given up. His jewelry is Rudraksha, low cost. Who are his servants? Bhutaganas. He recycles them and keeps them with him. His vehicle, old bull, Nandi. No one has use for it. Everything Paramashiva uses, if you see, is a recycled product. He is the symbol of recycling and reusing. I am starting a project collecting these things which are getting dumped and wasted, which in turn is becoming a hazard for nature, and distributing to countries, to the people for whom it is a great boon, just recycling and reusing. Even if we start putting our consciousness in that direction, we will get millions of people out of poverty. The food which is dumped, if it is taken, processed, and distributed to those who don't have food, millions will come out of poverty. In many countries, in many developed countries like USA and Canada, many medical equipments they use only for 1 or 2 years and then they discard it. Those medical equipments can be greatly useful in other countries for next 10 years. It's not that within 1 year those medical equipments becomes useless, but somehow they keep their standard of using only for 1 year. If we just focus on this recycling, millions of people can be brought out of poverty. Second, if the decision makers are given samadhi practice and they feel less insecure, they will keep the currency current. If the currency is kept current, there will not be economic crisis. All economic crisis is insecurity developed in minds of decision makers of the world. Many countries' heads, when they start feeling insecure, they start hoarding. Naturally, less developed countries plunge into poverty, causing economic crisis and all other problems. Same way, this Russia-Ukraine war is not affecting only Russians and Ukrainians. At least 50 countries who are in no way involved in this war, who have not made any decision for this war, are suffering. At least 1 billion people all over the world will be pushed below poverty line because of Russia-Ukraine war and its ripple effects. Not just Sri Lanka alone, there are many countries in that line. All these problems can be cleared, avoided, solved, prevented by the decision makers practicing samadhi and feeling less insecure. I request all of you watch these satsangs where I am giving elaborate explanation and initiation into samadhi practice, and you practice by yourself every day for 21 minutes. then share with as many people as possible. You can share digitally itself. You don't even need to meet face to face. If you can meet, great. If not, share digitally. Ask your friends or contacts to watch the satsang, and after they watch, clear their doubts and encourage them to practice samadhi. tiny.cc/unclutching. Please go to the link and enrich the world to practice samadhi. This Chaturmasya, 4 months, I sincerely recommend the whole Kailasa works towards making 1 crore people practice Samadhi. Let us all decide from today. We will all start sharing at least 1,000 people per day digitally. Digitally sharing is too easy. In Facebook itself, you will be having 5,000 friends. Share and ask all of them to watch and then clarify their doubts and encourage them to practice next day and ask them to start sharing with others. This Chaturmasya, let us reach 1 crore people. So, my request is let us work on making 1 crore people all over the world practice Samadhi this Chaturmasya. Second, let us enter into this Ishanya project very sincerely. All the developed countries' Kailasas, you start getting all these medical equipments, use clothes, and where the underdeveloped countries, where the need is, those countries' Kailasas, please share your requirements. The channel with which it will distribute, Kailasa, will sponsor the transportation expenses. We will facilitate this and provide you with all whatever medical equipment you need for your hospital, same way for clothes. I have seen some reports. Singapore alone dumps millions of tons of only once used clothes. If that can be collected instead of getting dumped into ocean or burnt and distributed to countries where they need, it will be a great service. Same way food. If all Kailasa puts their attention on recycling, in this Chaturmasya alone, we will be able to bring 1 crore people out of poverty. This will become best service Kailasa can ever do because poverty. 1 crore people should practice samadhi. 1 crore people should be pulled out of of poverty. This Chaturmasya, let us dedicate it to this project called Ishanya. Let us work on serving the society through these recycling methods. If we concentrate on this recycling and reusing, we will do so much good to the world. We have millions of people volunteering for us. We just need to focus on this 4 months Chaturmasya. The focus is 1 crore people should practice Samadhi, 1 crore people should be pulled out of poverty. I have 21 new projects to celebrate our upgraded new beginning. Many people who are watching the live satsang are messaging, please speak in Tamil. Last satsang on Guru Purnima day, I spoke 90% in English and 10% in Tamil. Today, I will do 10% in English and 90% in Tamil. With this, we come to the end of the English presidential address, and we also come to the end of today's pre-satsang hosting. Now, let us prepare ourselves to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the upcoming Alive Satsang. Let us now sit straight with our head, neck, spine in a straight line and enter into meditation while chanting the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Today, the initiation is for Sahaja Samadhi. Please understand. Nirvikalpa Samadhi, deep unclutching, when it becomes part of your biomemory, even during your whole day of work, if you reside in the same state, that is called Sahaja Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi becoming Sada Nirvikalpa Samadhi is Sahaja Samadhi. Now, I am literally going to pour with the grace of Paramashiva. I am going to pour Akasa Bhairava. Akasa Bhairava is the pure energy, like a liquid gold. I'm going to pour that liquid gold into your Swadhisthana. Through these mantras, I have the mantras with me. These powerful sounds will melt the energy of the Paramashiva and pour inside you as Akasha Bhairava. When Akasha Bhairava is poured inside you, tantrically you are initiated to live in Sahaja Samadhi. Akasha Bhairava is the Lord of Sahaja Samadhi. So all of you settle down. My blessings to all of you. There are so many people putting the boons and prayers you want. I'll fulfill everything. Ma Nitya Nishkrodananda Monica, blessings. Shakti Das, Mayadas, blessings. I'll fulfill all the boons you want. I grant you the boon you are asking. You will be with me, I'll be with you. Blessings. So now, get ready and sit. I'm going to pour the hot liquid gold. It will exactly feel like that only. When Akasha Bhairava enters your Swadhisthana, you will see the liquid gold being poured inside your Swadhisthana. So all the patterns disappear, melt down. So if you want your pets, kids, anyone initiated, get them. I'm going to fill all of you with this pure liquid gold. If you want to energize your Atmalinga, you can get it and keep. Even if you want to energize a bottle of water or hot chocolate, even if you are not going to drink now, if you want to drink later, but you want it to be energized by Akash Bhairava's energy, you can get that and keep it in front of the screen. It will be like a powerful explosion because I'm going to use the mantras, very strong mantras from Agama, which is directly given by Akash Bhairava. He himself is the Acharya of this mantra. Ananda Bhairava is the Rishi for Akasha Bhairava mantra. Means Bhairava himself gives Bhairava mantra. So, settle down. I'll initiate all of you. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. You can sit either with open eyes or closed eyes. Just be silence soaked inside the silence, soaked inside the silence. You be in the absolute silent space. I'll pour Akash Bhairava energy in you. Om, Om, Om. Om Mahaganapataye Namaha. कैलासगुरु महानन्दीश्वराय नमः। ॐ आकाशभैरवमालामन्त्र आनन्दभैरवऋषिः गायत्रीछन्दः आकाशभैरवो देवता श्रीं बीजम् ॐ शक्तिः सर्वाभीष्टसिद्ध्यर्थे विनियोगः ह्रां इत्यादि कराङ्गन्यास ॐ ह्रां ह्रीं ह्रूं ह्रौं ह्रैं ॐ ॐ ॐ अङ्गुष्ठाभ्यां नमः तर्जनीभ्यां स्वाहा मध्यमाभ्यां वषट् अनामिकाभ्यां हूं कनिष्ठाभ्यां वौषट्करतलकरपृष्ठाभ्यामस्त्राय फट् कृतयाय नमः शिरसे स्वाहा शिखायै वषट् कवचाय हुं नेत्रत्रयाय वौषट् ॐ करतलकरपृष्ठाभ्यामस्त्राय फट् ॐ ॐ ॐ शकस्रपाणीवद्वक्त्रं शकस्तत्रयलोचनं सर्वाभीष्टप्रदं देवं ध्यायेत् आकाशभैरवम् सहस्रपाणीवद्वक्त्रं सहस्रत्रयलोचनं सर्वाभीष्टप्रदं देवं ध्यायेत् आकाशभैरवम् ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहस्रपाणिपद्वक्त्रं सहस्रत्रयलोचनं सर्वाभीष्टप्रदं देवं ध्यायेत् आकाशभैरवम्। ॐ ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा। ॐ ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा। ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा। ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा। ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। निखिललोकप्रियाय प्रणत जन परितापमोचनाय सकलभूतनिवारणाय कराळाय अखिलपुरिसंहारकारणाय अनेककोटिब्रह्मकपाल मालालङ्कृताय नर रुधिर मांस भक्षणाय महाबलपराक्रमाय महातन्त्राय विमोचनाय परम मंत्र यंत्र तंत्र विद्या विच्छेदनाय प्रसन्नवदनाम्बुजाय यहि येहि आगच्छ आगच्छ ममाभीष्टम् आकर्षय आकर्षय आवेशय आवेशय मोहय मोहय प्रामय प्रामय द्रावय द्रावय पादय पादय सिद्धय सिद्धय पन्दय पन्दय पाशय पाशय शोभय शोभय बुधप्रेत पिशाचान्मर्तय मर्तय कुर्तय कुर्तय पादय पादय मोचय मोचय कुम्भय कुम्भय कम्बय कम्बय ताडय ताडय त्रोडय त्रोडय भेदय भेदय साधय साधय चण्डवादातिवेगाय सतत गम्भीरजीरुम्बनाय संघर्षय संघर्षय संक्रामय संक्रामय प्रवेशय प्रवेशय स्तोभय स्तोभय तोदय तोदय केदय केदय दर्जय दर्जय नादय नादय रोदय रोदय खादय खादय वेदय वेदय सकल रिबून् सिन्धि सिन्धि पिन्दय पिन्दय अन्दय अन्दय रुन्दय रुन्दय नन्दय नन्दय वन्दय वन्दय ॐ श्रीं क्रीं क्लीं कल्याणकारणाय आविरदानन्द महाभोगप्रियाय ॐ देवदत्तं आनय आनय केलय केलय मेलय मेलय प्रपन्नवत्सलाय प्रतिवदन सवन दहन अमृतकिरणनयनाय सहस्रकोटि वेतालपरिवृताय रिबून्नुच्चाडय उच्चाडय वेबय वेबय तापय तापय शेषय शेषय मोहय मोहय लोटय लोटय स्फोटय स्फोटय गृह्ण गृह्ण अनन्तवासुगीतक्षक कार्कोटकपद्ममहापद्मशङ्खकुलिक महनाहभूषणाय स्थावरजङ्गमानां विषं नाशय नाशय पाशय पाशय भस्मीकुरु भस्मीकुरु भक्तजनवल्लभाय तर्कस्थितिसंहारकारणाय तग तग सर्वशत्रून्नुत्रेगय उत्रेगय विद्वेषय विद्वेषय उत्साहय उत्साहय उद्बातय उद्बातय बाधय बाधय साधय साधय दह दह पच पच शोषय शोषय बोषय बोषय दूरय दूरय मारय मारय भक्षय भक्षय शिक्षय शिक्षय समस्तभूतं शिक्षय शिक्षय श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रूं अनवरददाण्डवाय आपत्तुत्तारणाय साधुजनानि दोषय दोषय भूषय भूषय बालय बालय शीलय शीलय क्रोधलोभमदमात्सर्यान् समय समय दमय दमय द्राशय द्राशय सामय सामय क्षिति चल सहन मारुतगहन तरणि सोमात्मक शरीराय समदबोरदितिक्षा समाधान श्रद्धां दापय दापय प्रापय प्रापय विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष क्षं ह्रूं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा शीघ्र सिद्धिप्रद सौभाग्य प्रादास्तायं मन्त्रः ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रूं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ
कालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गकोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं लोकमोहदैन्यलोभकोपतापनाशनं हे प्रयाति कालभैरवाभिसन्निधिं ध्रुवम् काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनामि पङ्कजं ज्ञानयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनामि पङ्कजं ज्ञानयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालकोटिवास्वनं भवातिहारगम्बरं नीलकण्ठवीक्षिताटधायकं त्रिलोचनं कालकालमङ्कुलाक्षमक्षशूलमक्षरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे शूलटङ्कपाशदण्डपाणिमादिकारणं श्यामकायमादिदेवमक्षरं निरामयं भीमविक्रमं प्रभुं विचित्रताण्डवप्रियं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे मुक्तिमुक्तिदायकं रथस्थधाविग्रहं भक्तवत्सलं स्थितं समस्तलोकविग्रहं विनिक्वलन्मनोग्रहेम किङ्किणीरसत्कटिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे धर्मसेतुपालकं कर्मपाशमोचनं सुशर्मदायकं विभुं कर्णवर्णदेशपाशशोभिताङ्गमण्डलं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे
ఓం నమో భగవతే ఆకాశభైరవాయ. ఓం శ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం విఘ్నచ్ఛేతం కురు కురు రక్ష రక్ష. శ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం క్షం హ్రీం క్లీం హ్రీం శ్రీం బ్రహ్మణే స్వాహా. ఓం ఓం ఓం.
कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं लोकमोहदैन्यलोभकोपतापनाशनं हे प्रयाति कालभैरवाभिसन्निधिं ध्रुवम् काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनामि पङ्कजं ज्ञानयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनामि पङ्कजं ज्ञानयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालकोटिवास्वनं भवातिहारगम्बरं नीलकण्ठवीक्षिताटधायकं त्रिलोचनं कालकालमङ्कुलाक्षमक्षशूलमक्षरं कालभैरवमूलमस्तकं विभुं नीतिमार्गकोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं
ఓం నమో భగవతే ఆకాశభైరవాయ. హ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం విఘ్నచ్ఛేతం కురు కురు రక్ష రక్ష. హ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం క్షం హ్రీం క్లీం హ్రీం శ్రీం బ్రహ్మణే స్వాహా. ఓం నమో భగవతే ఆకాశభైరవాయ. హ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం విఘ్నచ్ఛేతం కురు కురు రక్ష రక్ష. హ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం క్షం హ్రీం క్లీం హ్రీం శ్రీం బ్రహ్మణే స్వాహా. ఓం 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 ఓం.
देवराजसेव्यमान पावनाङ्घ्रिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनाङ्घ्रिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गकोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं योगमोहदैन्यलोभगोपतापनाशनं ते प्रयाति कालभैरवां विसन्निधिं देवराजसेव्यमान पावनाम्नि पङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनाम्नि पङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे भूतसङ्गनायकं विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं प्रीतिमार्गकोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं लोकमोहदैन्यलोभकोपदापनाशनं ते प्रयाति कालभैरवं विसन्निधिं ध्रुवम् काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनाम्नि पङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनाम्नि पङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे धर्मसेतुपालकं धर्ममार्गनाशकं धर्मपाशमोचकं सुधर्मदायकं विभुं कर्णवर्णदेशपाशशोभिताङ्गमण्डलं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे रत्नपादुकाप्रभाविरामपादयुग्मकं नित्यमद्वितीयमिष्टदैवतं निरञ्जनं मृत्युदर्पनाशनं करालतं श्रमोक्षणं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे अट्टहासभिन्नपद्मजाण्डकोशरन्दति दृष्टिपादनष्टपापजालमुद्रशासनम् अष्टसिद्धिदायकं कपालमालिकाधरं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे भूतसङ्गनायकं विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गकोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं लोकमोहदैन्यलोभगोपतापनाशनं ते प्रयाति कालभैरवादिसन्निधिं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनाङ्घ्रिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनाङ्घ्रिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे भानुकोटिभास्वरं भवातिहारगम्बरं नीलकण्ठवीक्षितार्थदायकं त्रिलोचनं कालकालमङ्कुलाक्षरक्षशूलमक्षरं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे शूलटङ्कपाशदण्डपाणिमादिकारणं श्रावकायमादिदेवमक्षरं निरामयं भीमविक्रमं प्रभुं विचित्रताण्डवप्रियं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे मुक्तिमुक्तिदायकं नतस्त्रचारुविग्रहं भक्तवत्सलं स्थितं समस्तलोकविग्रहं विनिक्वलन्मनोज्ञहेम किङ्किणीरसत्कटिं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे धर्मसेतुपालकं धर्ममार्गनाशकं धर्मपाशमोचकं सुधर्मदायकं विभुं कर्णवर्णदेशपाशशोभिताङ्गमण्डलं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे रत्नपादुकाप्रभाविरामपादयुग्मकं नित्यमद्वितीयमिष्टदैवतं निरञ्जनं मृत्युदर्पनाशनं करालतं श्रमोक्षणं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे अट्टहासभिन्नपद्मजाण्डकोशरन्दति दृष्टिपादनष्टपापजालमुद्रशासनम् अष्टसिद्धिदायकं कपालमालिकाधरं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे भूतसङ्गनायकं विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गकोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं लोकमोहदैन्यलोभगोपतापनाशनं ते प्रयाति कालभैरवं पावनाङ्गिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनाङ्गिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे आरुकोटिवास्वनं भवातिहारकम्बरं नीलकण्ठवीक्षिताटकार्यकं त्रिलोचनं कालकालमङ्कुलाक्षरक्षशूलमक्षरं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे शूलटङ्कपाशदण्डपाणिमादिकारणं श्यामकायमादिदेवमक्षरं विरामयं भीमविक्रमं प्रभुं विचित्रताण्डवप्रियं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे मुक्तिमुक्तिदायकं नतस्थचारुविग्रहं भक्तवत्सलं स्थितं समस्तलोकविग्रहं विनिक्वलन्मनोज्ञहेम किङ्किणीलसत्कटिं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे धर्मसेतुपालकं धर्ममार्गनाशकं धर्मपाशमोचनं सुधर्मदायकं विभुं कर्णवर्णदेशपाशशोभिताङ्गमण्डलं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे रत्नपादुकाप्रभाविरामपादयुग्मकं नित्यमद्वितीयमिष्टदैवतं निरञ्जनं मृत्युदर्पनाशनं करालतं श्रमोक्षणं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे अट्टहासभिन्नपद्मजाण्डकोशरन्दति दृष्टिपादनष्टपापजालमुद्रशासनम् अष्टसिद्धिदायकं कपालमालिकाधरं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे भूतसङ्गनायकं विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गगोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथकालभैरवं भजे
ఓం 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 నమో భగవతే ఆకాశభైరవాయ శ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం విఘ్నచ్చేతం కురు కురు రక్ష రక్ష శ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం క్షం హ్రూం క్లీం హ్రీం శ్రీం బ్రహ్మణే స్వాహ ఓం 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 a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva. The source of Akasha Bhairava. I bless you all to be in Nirvikalpa Samadhi and Sagaja Samadhi, eternally, blissfully, in Paramadvaita with Paramashiva. Om, Om, Om. All the wealth, health, auspiciousness, Ishwaratva manifest for all of you. Om, Om, Om. Beyond the self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred, delusions, everything, let Paramashiva manifest Paramadvaita in all of us. Paramayishwaratva in all of us. Let all the wealth, health, auspiciousness, Ishta Siddhi, Ashta Siddhi, all the great things, powers, Paramadvaita manifest in all of us. Om, Om, Om. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam Paramadvaitam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailas of Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.